Hey Talking fam, and welcome to another Talking Sports video. And today we're going to take a look at the NBA Week 4 injury report. So, I can't wait to take a look at this, and please like and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get on with the video. Alright guys, so the first team is the Atlanta Hawks. We're going down in alphabetical order. Trae Young is day-to-day. He is questionable for tonight's game against the Milwaukee Bucks, according to Locked On Hawks, due to a shin injury. And then Bogdan Bogdanovic, he has been ruled out for tonight's matchup, according to Locked On Hawks, due to a knee injury. For the Celtics, we have two new injuries. Luke Kornet, he would not play tonight against the Grizzlies, according to Personal Matters. Robert Williams, he has gotten back on the court over the past couple of weeks and has even resumed dunking, according to The Athletic. So, we'll see if he's going to be back soon. No new news on Danilo Gallinari. The Brooklyn Nets, TJ Warren is listed as out. He will remain out for tonight's game against the Mavericks due to a foot injury. And Kyrie Irving is listed as out as well. For the Charlotte Hornets, Cody Martin is listed as doubtful for tonight's game against the Wizards due to a quadriceps injury. Dennis Smith Jr. is questionable for tonight's game against Washington due to a ankle injury. Gordon Hayward was ruled out for yesterday's game against the Wizards due to a shoulder injury. And LaMelo Ball has been ruled out for tonight's game against the Wizards. We won't know when he's coming back. We'll just have to wait and see. That's it. We have the Chicago Bulls. Coby White has been ruled out for tonight's matchup against the Toronto Raptors due to a quadriceps injury. Derrick Jones Jr., he is probable for tonight's game as well due to a thumb injury. Andre Drummond is doubtful for tonight's game against the Raptors after a shoulder injury. Zach LaVine is questionable for tonight's matchup against the Raptors due to a knee injury. And Lonzo Ball, he's still looking at coming back, according to Bailey Donovan. He has not given a timetable for his return. Next up, we have the Cavaliers. Denton Windler, it was out yesterday against the Lakers. And Ricky Rubio, he is still listed as out. The Dallas Mavericks, Frank Ntilikina, he was upgraded to questionable for tonight's matchup against the Nets. He does have an ankle injury. Davis Bertans will not play tonight against the Nets as well. Next up with the Denver Nuggets, Zeke Naji. He is doubtful for tonight's game against San Antonio due to an ankle injury. Ish Smith is doubtful for tonight's game as well due to a calf injury. And Jeff Green is probable for tonight's matchup against the Spurs. Colin Gillespie is still listed as out. Next up with the Detroit Pistons. Alec Burks has been ruled out for tonight's game against the Pistons. This is weird. ESPN shows they're playing the Pistons, but he's on the Pistons. Marvin Bagley the third, he has been ruled out for Monday's matchup against the Thunder, according to Valley Sports Detroit. So we'll just have to see how the Pistons will do. Next up, we have the Golden State Warriors. Dante DiVincenzo will remain out for Monday's game against the Kings, according to NBC Sports Bay Area. Andre Iguodala is still listed as out, with no new news. Next up, we have the Houston Rockets. Kevin Porter Jr. is listed as questionable from tonight's game against the Magic due to an illness. Ty Washington Jr. is also questionable due to a knee injury. Jae'Sean Tate has been ruled out as well. Jalen Green is listed as day-to-day, while Bruno Fernando is still going to be out for about a couple more weeks. We'll have to take a look at that after a couple of weeks. Next up, we have the Pacers. Aaron Nesmith is listed as out for questionable for tonight's game against the Pelicans. Andrew Nembhard is also questionable due to a knee injury. Daniel Theis is listed as out for tonight's game between knee, and Chris Duarte, who suffered a grade 2 ankle sprain last Friday against the Heat and is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks. According to ESPN. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Clippers. Luke Kennard, Clippers head coach, said prior to Sunday's loss against the Jazz that he is scheduled to undergo further testing on his chest while he continues to experience discomfort, according to ESPN.com. Reggie Jackson said after Sunday's game that he's dealing with some stiffness in his left knee, but he's hoping to play tonight against the Cavaliers, according to ESPN.com. According to John Wall, he will not play against the Cavaliers tonight due to rest purposes, according to ClutchPoints.com. And Kawhi Leonard, he was progressing well but remains without a firm timetable, according to ESPN. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony Davis is listed as day-to-day, but no comments on his injury. Lonnie Walker will miss tonight's matchup against the Jazz due to a non-COVID illness, according to Spectrum Sportsnet. LeBron James will not play in Monday's tilt due to left foot soreness as well. Patrick Beverley is also listed as out. Cole Swider is still listed as out with no new comment, as well as Thomas Bryant and Dennis Schroeder. Memphis Grizzlies Steven Adams suffered a right ankle injury during the Sunday's win against the Wizards, according to Memphis Commercial Appeal. Jaren Jackson Jr., he has begun some 3-on-3 work and is in good condition, according to Drew Hill. Zaire Williams, the Grizzlies, have said that he will return in about 2 to 3 weeks. Danny Green, along with he is still listed as out. Miami Heat, Omer Yurtseven has been ruled out for tonight's matchup against the Trailblazers, according to the Miami Herald. And Victor Oladipo will not suit up against the Heat Monday night matchup against the Trailblazers, according to Miami Herald. Tyler Hero is going to be questionable for tonight's game due to a left ankle sprain, according to the South Florida Sun-Sentinel, and that is the Heat. The Milwaukee Bucks, Sandro Mamasvashvili is questionable for tonight's matchup against Atlanta, according to The Athletic. Pat Connaughton is also out against the Hawks due to a calf injury. Giannis is probable for Monday's matchup against Atlanta. Is listed as day-to-day. Chris Middleton has not returned to the Bucks after being sent to the Wisconsin Herd for practice on last Tuesday. AJ Green underwent surgery to repair his fractured nose on last Tuesday, according to The Athletic. And Joe Ingles as well, he is still listed as out. The Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert has been ruled out for tonight's matchup against the Nets due to COVID-19 protocols. He should be back soon, here in a couple of days. Next up, we have the Pelicans. Garrett Temple is listed as out with no comment. Tyra Lewis Jr. have exercised his fourth-year option for the 2023-24 season last Thursday, but he is listed as out as right now. And same thing goes for E.J. Liddell. He is listed as out still. Next up, we have the New York Knicks. Quentin Grimes, he's listed as questionable for Monday's game against Minnesota due to a foot injury. And Mitchell Robinson is listed as out with no comment. The Oklahoma City Thunder, Alexei Pokusevski, is listed as out for tonight's matchup against the Pistons due to a shoulder injury, and Chet Holmgren is going to be out for the season. The Magic, Markelle Fultz is listed as out against the Rockets due to a toe injury. Gary Harris is also listed as out due to a knee injury. Moritz Wagner will not be available for tonight's game against the Rockets due to a foot injury. And Cole Anthony, he is expected to remain out into late November, according to the Orlando Sentinel. Jonathan Isaac is going to remain out as he is sidelined indefinitely. We will remain to see when he is going to come back. Next up, we have the 76ers. Joel Joel Embiid was a full participant in Monday's shoot-around, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. He does have an illness. Daniel House Jr. is questionable for tonight's matchup against the Suns due to NBC Sports Philadelphia. And James Harden, Philadelphia head coach Doc Rivers, said that he is currently in a walking boot and will be limited to non-weight-bearing activity for the time being, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. The Phoenix Suns, Cameron Payne is questionable for tonight's matchup against the 76ers, according to GoPhoenix.com. Ish Wainwright will not play on Monday against the 76ers due to a personal matter. Dwayne Washington Jr. as well, with a personal matter, will be out. Cameron Johnson, the Suns have confirmed that he has suffered a torn meniscus yesterday. He should be gone for a while. Jared Crowder is also still listed as out. Next up, we have the Portland Trailblazers. Justice Winslow is listed as day-to-day, as well as Josh Hart. He's probable for tonight's matchup against the Heat. And Fernie Simmons is also doubtful. He is doubtful for tonight's matchup. Damian Lillard is going to be questionable for Monday's matchup against the Heat due to a calf injury. And Gary Payton II will not take the floor until November 15th against the Spurs at the earliest, according to Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports. Next up, we have Oliver Sarr. He is still listed as out. San Antonio Spurs, Zach Collins will not play tonight against the Nuggets, according to Paul Garcia. Romeo Langford as well will not take the floor due to a toe injury, according to ProjectSpurs.com. Next up, we have the Toronto Raptors. Khem Birch has been ruled out for tonight's game against the Chicago, according to SportsIllustrated.com. Justin Champagnie as well is listed as day-to-day, while Pascal Siakam is out. Utah Jazz Jared Vanderbilt is listed as day-to-day, while Leandro Bolmaro he was ruled out for yesterday's game against the Clippers. Final team, the Washington Wizards. Bradley Beal has been ruled out for tonight's matchup against the Hornets due to COVID-19 protocols. And then Dion Wright has been ruled out indefinitely due to a grade 2 strain of his right hamstring. We'll have to see when he comes back. That is going to be the injury report for Week 4. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.